All right. All right. I think we are good. All right. Hey, Liz. Hi, Jasmine.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I hear myself again. Hold on. I don't want that. Hold on. Let me figure out how to turn this off. Hold on. How do I do this again? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Yay. All right, so we are live. We are good. Good evening, ladies. Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad I get to be the one sharing with you tonight. Such a treat to have Audrey, right? Loved having Audrey. And she just announced today that we're going to have a dollar area awards night for the top 10 out of the dollar area. So that'll be top 10 of all the consultants in sales, all the consultants of sharing, directors, court of sales, directors, court of sharing, all of those things. So that is going to be in August, actually. So it'll be after seminar. And she's doing it on a Tuesday, August 13th. Okay. Tuesday, August 13th at 7 o'clock on Zoom. And I think like 4 out of 10 are from our unit for the top 10 of sales. So we gotta be on there and we'll be representing, and that'll be really fun. So let's keep going through our schedule. I don't have much more to honestly say. I don't have July planned out, except to say that we are going to be participating with the dollar area for the summer school. So that is something that we often do, and it's a lot of fun because you hear a lot of different directors training, and that is going to be on Mondays starting July 8th. Okay, so starting July 8th, we will have that on Mondays. It is going to be from 7 to 7:45. 7 to 7:45. Okay, so a little bit earlier than what we're used to, but it goes pretty much through to the end of August. So August 26th, that's a Monday, will be the graduation. I don't know what it will take to graduate, but there is always going to be some kind of homework, and there'll always be points. Okay, so Danny probably remembers this as well from last year. It's fun. It's fun to be tracking all the points. And and the points are, well, Audrey hasn't announced it yet, but they're great. You do get points for showing up, which is a wonderful thing. All right. Oh, Jasmine, you've got your hand raised.
Yeah, so Mondays are not, I won't be able to attend those just because of the other job. I do
Oh,
weekly
okay.
home visits with my individuals. So unfortunately, because of the difference, I'm not going to be getting home
Hmm.
till like between 5 and 6 p.m.
All right. I'm sure there's going to be a recorded option, so I will confirm that with Audrey though. But yeah,
Okay,
understand that. Totally understand that.
thank you.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Well, it says we are going to have a Facebook group. All right. So once you so if you girls are interested in that, let me know. I'm already in the Facebook group, and then I can add you in as well. But that's where a lot of communication will be happening, probably where you'd be able to get the recordings as well. So with that happening, I do, and I have chemo. All right, I've got chemo going on as well through July. My second treatment is going to be this Friday, which likely means that next week, Tuesday, I'm going to be having like a blah blah day, right? And so, what they say is that with each infusion for these first 4 rounds anyway, the effects kind of get a little stronger. They kind of build up, and there's like the fatigue is heavier and whatever. So I'm just going to say right now that we are not going to have a meeting next week to, well, I hate to skip it. I hate to skip it, but a part of me thinks that we should go every other week on Tuesdays so that we still, like, even though we'll have summer school on the Mondays, we'll still continue to meet every other Tuesday. Okay. So that and they'll be on the weeks that I'm feeling well. All right. And I've got energy and everything. So next week, Tuesday, we're just going to say, we're not going to have a meeting. Okay. And I know I don't know, it's not exactly the 4th of July, but it's also a holiday and everything. But the ninth, I should be feeling good. So we're going to have a meeting, and that's going to be our remarkable unit celebration. Okay, so that is just going to be for our unit. So just mark that off as kind of like a New Year's party. All right, because we're going to be celebrating a brand new seminar year, and that is going to be great. Now, put a question mark for next week, Tuesday. I just hate to miss, but ugh, no, I shouldn't. I probably won't feel good. I didn't feel good last week, so I'm probably not really not gonna feel good next week. Okay, so here we go. Okay,
Don't
just
push it.
release
It's
myself.
fine. We're big girls. We'll survive. And if we need you, we know where to find you. And if we can't
Sure.
get you, we'll text each other.
Okay, sounds good. And you always got Aunt Audrey too, right? I love that
There
Danny
you
calls her
go.
Aunt Audrey. Our whole unit, by the way, ladies, it's Aunt Audrey. She loves it. She loves it. So you just call her Aunt Audrey because she's our Aunt Audrey. Okay, so the 9th we will have our celebration. The 23rd will be a remarkable unit meeting. And then so we won't have meetings on the 16th and the 30th. Okay, so we won't have meetings on those days. Now I do have a friend who is an incredible speaker and a wonderful trainer. So I might secure her for something, but we already have the Monday night things going on anyway too. So I'm you know what, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to overdo it on you girls. All right. So anyway, so just plan on that. I don't think we have any more Pink Share Zooms with Cindy. Okay. This is her last seminar. That's the end, right, Danny? Did they announce that? Okay. So no more Pink Share Zooms with Cindy Leon. So we don't have that to add to the calendar. So right now, just have that for the summer school. And then every other Tuesday, the 9th and the 23rd. Mondays and Thursdays, Danny and Erica are continuing to do our virtual pampering sessions, and that will be with Danny's Zoom ID. So if that's ever something that you want to plug into and plug your guests into, reach out to them, but they have lovingly and stepped up to the plate for that. So thank you, both of you ladies. Okay, so let's get into our training and then just another general announcement, 55% off, okay, on the skincare. Still going on. Take advantage of that. And try to get your orders in before June 30th. Okay, June 30th, there's a lot of traffic on Mary Kay in Touch. And so if you don't want to be frustrated with technology, I would recommend getting those orders in before June 30th. Mine will be in before Friday when I've got chemo. So that is my strategy for that. I've got like all these orders actually. I'm like still like going through and figuring, okay, what's going to be CDS, what's local, what am I mailing out, so that's going to be that. But tonight I want to talk about I stories. Okay, so the art of the I story, and the I story is something that Audrey taught to me. Audrey taught to me very early on when I was a new beauty consultant. And the I story is something that you need to be intentional about. And it's something that you do need to write out. Okay. It's not something that I recommend winging it. All right. And the reason being is because you want your I story to not ramble on. I tend to ramble on, right? If I'm not prepared for something. But another reason is you also don't want to miss anything. And sometimes if you're the opposite of me and you're not a rambler, you may miss out on some critical, pieces of your I story that may help connect with your guests. But that is the purpose of your I story, is to connect with your guests and have them get to know you better, and also understand more about Mary Kay. So there are 4 points, and this isn't anything new. If you have read Mary Kay's autobiography, you've done Mary Kay University, This is all there. Okay. So I'm not going to be giving you anything new here, but for some of you, it might be new. But the 4 parts of the I story are as follows. First of all, you share what you did before Mary Kay. And maybe you're still doing that now, right? For a year and a half, 2 years, I forget how long it was, I still was a teacher, right? So I was still teaching outside of Mary Kay. So what do you do before Mary Kay, or are you currently doing? Number 2, why you started your business. And these are these are easy prompts that even you just say, the reason why I started Mary Kay is because blank, right? What is the reason why you started your business? What was your motivation for that? Number 3, what has your business allowed you to do? So since starting your Mary Kay business, what has your business allowed you to do? This is a great place to talk about a couple of different things. Okay, so you can talk about obviously profit, what dreams have been funded, what goals have been funded with the profits from your Mary Kay business. Has Mary Kay allowed you to make new friends? Has Mary Kay allowed you to travel? Has Mary Kay allowed you to have recognition and a sense of achievement and accomplishment that normally you wouldn't have been getting, right? Outside of Mary Kay, you have not gotten that recognition. And how has that impacted you? So talk about what your Mary Kay business has allowed you to do. And the final thing, number 4, what are you looking forward to as you build your Mary Kay business? So this could be a goal that you have. You can share a goal. You can share, some kind of flexibility that you're looking for. You can share a prize that you are tracking. You can share whatever that may be. But what are you looking forward to as you build your Mary Kay business? Okay, so those are the 4 parts of your Mary Kay I story. And tonight, ladies, I'm not going to give you this truncated. Well, I will. I'm going to give you the quick version of my I story, and then I kind of want to share a little bit more with you because I realize not all of you have heard my story in Mary Kay. And I used to tell my story at length a lot when we had in-person events and meetings and everything. And I know part of that has gone away. And so I do want you to know a little bit more about my 16 years in Mary Kay and what that has looked for that, what that has looked like. But before I joined Mary Kay, I was an elementary school teacher. Loving it. Teaching 5th grade, getting my master's at night to be a reading specialist. Thought I was going to be in education forever. It is the only thing I ever wanted to do growing up. The reason why I started Mary Kay as I was teaching is because teachers don't make a whole lot of money, right? Especially when they're paying off their masters at the same time. And especially when they're married to a medical student who doesn't make any money at all. And so my husband Max and I were living on loans and love is what I say, because it was all loans from him as he was in medical school. And I just wanted a little extra fun money. Could anybody here go for like an extra $200 a month, right? That was my big goal, big aspirations. What would I do with an extra $200 a month? And we were frugal. So that $200 could go very far for us, but that is why I joined my Mary Kay business. That was my big dream, that the $200 for, half price appetizers at Applebee's, going to the movies, going bowling, right? That was why I joined Mary Kay. Now, I joined Mary Kay 16 years ago. And when I joined, I didn't think of being in Mary Kay for 16 years, for 5 years, for 10 years. I really didn't think this was going to be a long haul kind of thing for me. But I'm so glad that I have stuck with Mary Kay, because Mary Kay allowed me to walk away from teaching when it didn't fit in with allowed me to put my priorities first. And my priorities drastically shifted about a year and a half after I had joined Mary Kay. I was already driving a free car. I was a director in Mary Kay. And on some months I was making as much doing Mary Kay part-time as I was full-time teaching. And about a year and a half into that, my mom had a recurrence of breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer that was in her lungs. It was metastasizing very quickly. And all of a sudden, those priorities shifted, and I didn't care as much about advancing a teaching career as I was with being with my mom. and we lived about 2.5 hours away from where I grew up. And I realized I had an option, and I'm so thankful for that option, that I could leave teaching to be with my mom, and I could still have my Mary Kay business. And I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have that Mary Kay business. I don't know if I would have been able to make that choice, because like I said, I was married to a professional student at the time, and I still had to bring in money. And so Mary Kay allowed me to leave teaching, spend 3 months with my mom before she went to heaven. And since then, I have enjoyed flexibility and being able to put my priorities in the order that allow my life to flow better. And that is to put my faith first, my family second, and my career third. And I wouldn't have had that in teaching. And I don't know if you had that in your career, but I'm just so grateful for that. So the flexibility has been huge for me. We've got 3 kids. We've moved 3 times since then. And Mary Kay has allowed me to still bring in an income higher than I would as a teacher, but still to put all those priorities in order. Nope, not tonight, sweetie. I'm sorry. Good night. I love you. I think Daddy knew that he was coming downstairs. So yeah, so that's what I love about my business. What I'm looking forward to as I continue to build my business. It's been 16 years, but I don't plan on hanging up my director suit or my beauty consultant, my beauty coat anytime soon. What I'm looking forward to, honestly, is just sharing this opportunity with more women. I have seen this opportunity change lives. I've seen this opportunity give choices to other families that maybe they didn't have outside of Mary Kay. And so I love sharing this product because it's wonderful and I love what it does for my skin, but I love sharing this opportunity. And I'm looking forward to continuing to make an impact and continuing to share something that may be an answer to prayer for someone else. So that's kind of my story, truncated, ladies. And I just want to share with you a little bit more about what Mary Kay has done in my life that maybe I wouldn't share in a quick facial or pampering session, right? Because in those settings, they've got to be a shorter kind of thing. And as you grow in your career, as you step into Red Jacket, director and qualification, director, you will have opportunities where you will be asked to share your eye story, but you'll be given 20 minutes, right? You'll be given a much longer set of time, and you'll have a bigger platform. And that is such a special thing to be able to share with that. And so with that amount of time and with a platform like that. And so what I have just found to be so incredibly wonderful in these past few months, and I've talked about this for so long, but it hit me like a ton of bricks recently. You girls have been sending me things in the mail, and it has been amazing. And something came in the mail today. Thank you, Danny. Something came in the mail yesterday from Erica. Thank you. And Maya has sent things. And Katie Borland is dropping off a meal tomorrow, right? She was confirming the menu with me today. And so, 18 months ago, our unit, very similar size to what we're at right now, right? Very similar size, but a very different feel, very different energy. I had relationships with individual consultants in our unit. That was never really an issue, but as far as being a team, as far as being a community, that was lacking. And I felt like God was laying on my heart to start praying and pursuing community. And so Danielle joined in January of 2023, right? And we decided to launch a Boss Babes, a girl boss. What was it called? Game Changers. It was a Game Changers series. And so we launched this Game Changer series. It was by invitation only, but that invite looked like, hey, we used to meet in person and you knew other beauty consultants. And I know the only beauty consultant you know in our unit is me. And I want you to learn these, meet these other beauty consultants and to have these sisters in your life now. And that began something. That began this cohesiveness within our unit and this growth. I mean, Audrey was so impressed last week with how many people were on, and she's like, Bethany, you have more consultants than I do with other directors. Goodness. And that's because you girls are so awesome. And so, looking at where my life is right now and thinking back to that prayer 18 months ago, right? I have been amazed over and over and over again the past 18 months about how God has answered that prayer for community and how he's building and what that is looking like. But it hit me like a ton of bricks when I realized that I prayed that prayer. I didn't realize I would be the one who would benefit the way that I have been. So God is awesome. And I don't know what your relationship looks like with him, but he does answer prayer, right? And sometimes he answers prayer in a way that we don't expect. And I felt like I was praying that prayer for the unit. I was praying that prayer for you girls, right? To give us, our unit, a place of community and culture and belonging and esprit de corps and sisterhood, right? And a safe place to grow. And I didn't realize that I was also praying for something that would be a safe place for me to heal physically, and a safe place for me to rest, right? When I can't go full blast like I have in the past. And so I just want to encourage you ladies that, we have got 5 days left of this seminar year. You have a very different director in June than I have ever been a director in June. I have never done June the way I've been doing June. Never had cancer before. So, there you go. That changes things. But I just want to implore you ladies, and I have to give you kudos for this too, because all of you are continuing to do your business, whether I'm doing my personal business or not. And that speaks such volumes to your character, to your determination, to your grit, to your own personal leadership, that you lead yourself, your self-motivation. I mean, that is huge. So many units and teams fall apart at this point, and you girls have done anything but do that. And so I want you to have the same blessings of this business that I have. And so first of all, thank you for continuing to work. Thank you for continuing to do your business with or without me leading the way. You girls have been leading the way, and I thank you for that. And my prayer is that you will have the same blessings. Well, maybe not the same, but you will have blessings as well. Blessings as well from doing this business and not giving up and building something that's sustainable, just as I have been blessed. Because I got a phone call today from Claudia, the head of Emerald Sales Development, to say that they're praying for me in Dallas and checking in on me and seeing how I'm feeling. That's huge, right? For a multi-billion-dollar company with thousands upon thousands of sales directors, she took the time to call me. And, there's so many women that have all kinds of situations. And so that meant a lot. And that happened when my mom was dying as well of cancer. Phone calls, emails, cards in the mail from Dallas, from the corporate. And so this is a truly unique company, and it's a really special place. And so I thank you ladies for being a part of it. I thank you for being in this season with me. I thank you for not giving up, for not checking out. I wish I could say we're shutting this down by June 30th. Ladies, hit your goals, hit your personal goals. Take a look at those IPAs. Get as many girls, earn that $100 Amazon gift card, would you? I want to give you $100 Amazon gift card. So hit those IPAs. July, that is my prayer right now, is like, okay, Lord, we've got to have a goal. We've got to have a goal as a unit. And so I am in prayer over that. Nothing has really kind of been laid on my heart right now. And it may be just a simple like $600 Achiever Award winners, right? How many we have of those, or star consultants, or I don't know. I don't know, but I will let you know when I know. Okay. So I promise you on that. But do tell your story, because stories change lives. It's how Mary Kay made an impact. And so I don't know if my story has impacted you. I pray that it has tonight, but tell your story to anyone and everyone that you have the privilege of sharing this product with and sharing this opportunity with. Share your story, because your story has impact and your story can really offer so much hope to people. So, does anybody want to share anything regarding iStories or story or anything about tonight? What are your thoughts? And it's okay if you don't.
I just want to say you are a leader amongst all leaders. For you to have the courage to speak out openly, bring us into your life, share with us your story, so that we can be a part of your journey. Because you're not on this journey alone. We're all going on this journey with you. And that means good and bad and happy and sad. We're all a team and we're here with you and we all love you. And here's to the next seminar year and all the achievements ahead of us and all the good that's coming our way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And girls, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you for choosing to walk the journey with me, right? Like, thank you for choosing to be a part of it. I do want to ask for a prayer, a very specific prayer. I have a very large and growing bruise, next to where my port surgery happened, and we're not really sure why. It's not a hematoma. It's, I guess it happens, right? It just kind of happens. Something happens internal and it heals on its own. And it's not some, the good thing is I'm married to a man who puts ports in, right? Like, he knows how to do this and he has patience. He's like, I've seen patients with worse bruises. I'm like, are you lying to me? Like, are you lying to me? Because it's gross and it's gross. And so it does this gravity thing, which is normal. Apparently, gravity pulls down on a bruise. That's pulling down. And so, yeah, maybe I don't know, but he showed it to a picture to my oncologist last night. She agreed that didn't seem like anything that needed any like intervention, right? Just kind of keep an eye on it and it should take care of itself. But can you pray that it'll just start to heal and it'll start to get better and start to turn green and go through the bruising stages and stop growing? Because it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. But big answer to prayer is the port isn't driving me as crazy as I feared it would, like just feeling that thing in me. It really isn't super horrible or super bad. So Friday will be the first time that they access it, that I'm not in surgery. I'll be aware of them sticking that thing in to the port. I don't like needles. So I'm going to have like noise canceling headphones on. I'm going to be a big old baby and I have all that lidocaine on and pray. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, I don't get, they see, oh my goodness, these people, they are such angels because I am like, I'm probably worse than the children that they see, honestly.
I'd rather give birth.
Yes. Yes, you can squish my boobs all day long, take a baby out of me. I don't care, but do not stick a needle anywhere near me. I don't care how small it is or big it is or anything. It's crap.
I made the OB nurses resign, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, so that's the thing to pray for Friday, that I'm just like, let that goes in and it doesn't freak me out or make me faint. Cause that would be a whole disaster. I have fainted over needles before and I do like, it looks like I'm having an epileptic seizure because I have what's called a vasovagal reaction. So the body kind of, it's like a traumatic kind of response and you start shaking. And I don't do that. Just get the stupid chemo. And then next week, Wednesday, is my shave and fitting for my wig. So that'll be a new thing. Danny, I'm going to be calling you and you're going to tell me it's going to be okay. And like Danny's just so, she doesn't even care. She's so beautiful and got her big earrings and she just, I just need your confidence, Danny. I need your confidence. What'd you say? Oh,
Sometimes it's just in the earrings. Some days I lean more on them than anything else. So yeah, that's why they're so big, because I need a lot.
I love it. I love it. And the hair will be one thing. Brows and lashes. Lose my lashes. I don't want to lose my
Well,
lashes.
isn't it great that we work for a cosmetic company?
I know, but I'm like, well, can I even like put them on the right spot? Will they stay? Like, I don't know. It kind of freaks me out to think of putting false lashes on a lid that doesn't have lashes. I don't know why that's freaking me out, but I guess I'll figure it out, right? I will figure it out because I know that there will be times that I want to have lashes and I will just put them on and figure it out. So, yeah, the girl up the street, a few doors down, she had cancer when she was 32, the same exact cancer that I have. So it was 10 years ago for her, and she wore her wig every day and she put on her little lashes every day and doing her eyebrows every day because she just wanted to be normal. And she said that was very good for her mentally. So, ladies, it's true that it's more than makeup, right? Like the cosmetic things is not a vain thing. Like it is mentally good for us. Okay, let's do our recognition for this past week. I know we've had some selling going on. I know we've also had some unexpected things in our lives as well. But if you sold $1 last week, will you raise your hand for selling $1 last week? Fantastic. If you sold $100, keep your hand up. $200, keep that hand up. All right, 300. Liz is still going. 400. Oh, what'd you sell, Liz?
250.
250. Okay. I know you're used to higher numbers, but congratulations anyway. Congratulations anyway. It all makes a
There's a lot of
difference.
stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on. So much stuff going on. And Liz, what's going on with your future grandbaby? How's your daughter doing?
Alyssa is 1 centimeter dilated. Her due date's not technically until July 17th, but I don't even think she's going to make it out the end of this week.
Wow.
My birthday is Friday, so I told her Friday would be a good day to have the baby. So we'll see.
Yes.
And then I have my stepson is getting married next week. That's why I can't make Monday the 8th.
Right.
So there's just all sorts of stuff. And then I'm having surgery. So yeah, everyone's got something.
What is your surgery on? Well, you don't have to say if you don't
Sinuses.
want. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, girlfriend. Well, if it's that wedding you just went up for, holy guacamole. I was looking at your pictures. I'm like, they don't do
That
weddings
was
like
insane.
that in the South.
That was insane. If that wedding was anything less than $250,000, I'd be shocked.
Girls, if you're not friends with Liz, find Liz through our Facebook group, friends with her, and look at pictures of this wedding.
It was insane.
It's a wedding. That is a wedding. It was fun to look at the pictures. I'll tell you what, I'm sure it was really fun to attend too. I'm sure it was really fun to be there. So
I was not missing that wedding for anything.
no. That was awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about bookings. Okay. So if you have any parties booked, all right, a hostess with some guests, if you have any parties booked coming up, will you raise your hand? All right, Liz. All right, Liz, you got 2 parties. Keep your hand up. You got 2. Fantastic. Both in July?
Yep.
Is that what you're expecting? Okay. Congratulations. Awesome. All right. Now let's talk about faces. So if you have any faces booked for individual pampering sessions, I'm realizing we don't have any events. We will have events for you in July. That's what I was realizing. I haven't talked to Ashley or Stacy about that, but there will be, you know, the YouTube events, okay, going on in July. We'll have 2 of those like normal. Oh, Jasmine's got her hand up. Okay, so you got one hand, one face booked. All right, 2, 3 books. All right, 4. Oh, how many did you get, Maya? 2. Okay, awesome. Jasmine's down. Danny's still out. Danny's got 4. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, I'm challenging you girls for July. Start out July with 10 bookings, right? 10 bookings. They won't all hold, but start out with 10, all right? Mary Kay always said to book 8 to hold 5. Remember that, Liz? Book 8 to hold 5. But she also always said you always had to have 10 bookings on your calendar at all times to have a healthy business. So that's also something that she said. So congratulations. Any Pink Possibility chats last week? If you shared the opportunity, Pink Possibility chats, raise your hand. Okay. So this would be a good week for that. Good week for that as well. Liz, I want to thank you again for showing up, for being here. Will the events cross over the summer school? They will be, we're not going to conflict with that. So they will be different from, so that they might be, maybe we'll start at 8 o'clock, right? For those events instead of 7:30. I will talk with Ashley because I also know that she does her pampering sessions, right, on Mondays as well. But maybe we'll do it on the off Tuesdays. I don't know. I will let you know. I'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. So they will be announced as soon as we have got them sorted out and planned. And we've got those dates, and we could do Thursdays. That might be an idea. Thursdays. I'm always feeling good on a Thursday. I'm always feeling good on a Thursday. So that would be a good idea that we go to Thursdays for those events. I'll check in with Ashley about that. That might be what we do. We might have 2 of our guest events on Thursdays in July, okay? And August as well. All right, ladies, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you for being here. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And if you want a coaching session, let me know. Not on Friday. Friday, they might give me Ativan again. They gave me Ativan in the middle of my chemo treatment, the first one, because I was so worked up. And that Ativan worked.
Maybe
great.
Friday would be a
Yes.
good day to get your mind off of everything.
You know, that could be. My friend Nikki is coming, and she and I are like, we're like little chatterboxes, and that's exactly the kind of energy I need, right? I just need to talk my way through that session. So, all right. I love you, girls. Have a great, great day. And